Queen Domino has 2 to 4 players trying to build the most valuable kingdom in order to attract the queen. Blue Orange Games provided this in exchange for an honest review. Every player takes a starting tile and matching castle and king. Place the queen, coins, knights, and towers near the builder's board. This all should be within everyone's reach. Shuffle all landscape tiles in the box and arrange them numbers out. Draw and place 4 face down under the builder's board from lowest to highest number. You will be building your kingdom within a 5x5 grid and cannot break that rule. Landscape tiles are divided into 2 parts, a mix of forests, fields, marshes, and so on, or 2 of the same. Crowns are multipliers and are one of the ways to score points. If you have 2 connected prairie tiles with 1 crown, the area is worth 2 points. If you have 6 connected lake tiles with 4 crowns, the area is worth 24 points. Connected land types are called territories. After the first time you place your kings, you'll be able to see the upcoming tiles, meaning you can plan ahead. On your turn, collect the landscape tile you claimed earlier. Place it on your board following this rule. Land types must touch the same type. This starting tile is wild, meaning any land type can touch it. Next, place 1 or 2 knights to collect tax. A knight must be placed on one of the 2 land types you just placed. You start with a single knight, but more can be gained during the game. If you add a second knight, you may place it on the second land type on the new landscape tile. Anyhow, you gain a coin for each matching tile in the territory. For example, 5 coins for a 5 marsh territory. After placed, a knight does not move again. After you place the reddish-orange town land type, you have the option to construct a building. Let's look at the builder's board. Buildings cost between 0 and 5 coins. If you have the queen, which I'll explain soon, buildings cost 1 fewer coin to buy. Once you've selected a building, do not refill the space. At the end of the round, all tiles slide down. Then the board is refilled. Before I show the buildings, see the dragon on the far left? If the dragon is in its cave and the queen isn't in your kingdom, you may bribe it 1 coin to burn any building. If you do this, remove it from the game and place the dragon in that spot. At the end of the round, the dragon returns to its cave. The top left of the gray side shows you what you gain when you purchase a building. Take these, then flip and place the building in your player area. I explained knights earlier. Towers are immediately placed on the purchased tiles. If you have more towers than the other players, the queen joins your kingdom. At the end of the game, you may place her in your largest territory and she counts as an extra crown. Anyhow, the top right of some tiles shows a crown. The bottom left shows immediate effects when collecting tax, an additional coin depending on the number of knights or towers you have. Finally, the bottom right shows various scoring bonuses. 1 is simply that many points. The next is 2 points for each separate territory of the shown type, no matter the crown multiplier. Interesting. The final 2 are 1 point for each knight or tower you have. Once player 1 has performed all of their actions, they place their king on the landscape tile they want next. This initiative order is key to Queen Domino. You may have gone first last round, but what if the landscape tile you want is at the bottom? But what if there's a cheap building that'll really help? You need to decide what's more important. After everyone has taken their final turns, add up the scores. In addition to the other scoring rules that I mentioned, you also get 1 point for every 3 coins. The winner is the player with the most points. Draft and place tiles, maximize crown combos, and purchase buildings to score even more points. That's Queen Domino. Queen Domino's box says 25 minutes, but I don't see it. Setup and takedown aren't bad, although you'll be shuffling and arranging. The game can generate a bit of analysis paralysis. AP is where you freeze when you need to make decisions. Finally, scoring is longer than in a typical family weight board game. Our plays average around 45 minutes. In other words, still a weeknight game, but not one as quick as the box makes it seem. Keep bits in the box top, and 3 people might be able to play on a large coffee table. The game doesn't take up as much space as it sounds. You need to be able to plan ahead, maximize actions, predict your opponents, and manage your money. Then again, this is Queen Domino, not Trajan. Experienced 8-year-old gamers should be fine, but it may take a few games before things click. In our 5th game of Queen Domino, Mom looked like she was going to crush everyone until the final turn. She wasn't able to place a tile, while Dad was able to grab a tile that extended a big territory, plus build on the other half. He grabbed one that gave him a tower, the same number of towers as Mom, meaning he stole the queen. Thanks to those moves, he ended up winning. As for me and Grandma, I pulled a similar move. With my last piece, I was able to get just enough points to finish 3rd. All 4 of us were fairly close though, which was fun. I like the grid restriction in King Domino, and I like it in Queen Domino as well. You have some freedom, but you run out of it with each tile you place. This maximization/optimization puzzle is a lot of fun. This is more of a brain burner than King Domino. The builder's board, and therefore money, is yet another thing to think about, plan toward, and keep from your opponents. The crown multipliers in buildings keep things interesting to the end. Is it worth sacrificing your own plans just to keep an opponent from getting that valuable landscape tile? Or from sneaking in and getting enough towers to lure the queen away from you? The game is nasty enough without the dragon, but totally works, if you want to leave that part out of your game. The components are fine, although those knights are hilariously tiny. Tiles are thick, the non-knights are good to hold, and the insert is perfect for both storage and gameplay. Aside from nitpicks, I have only one issue with the game. Unfortunately, as I touched on during Family Facts, it's a big one. This game takes far too long to play for what it is. I like it, but when I reviewed King Domino in March 2018, I enjoyed it, but I wanted something more. I was looking forward to the Age of Giants expansion that was announced around then, as well as Queen Domino. I also enjoyed Queen Domino. The initiative manipulation, domino placement, and scoring are all so clever. For a light game, in terms of mechanisms, Queen Domino is really thinky. It's just too long. I hope that after 10 to 20 plays, we can get it down to 30 minutes. If it keeps hanging around 45, I can't see it staying in our collection, even if we do enjoy it. We just have too many other choices. For most people, this will easily be a major and excellent game on your shelf. Just understand what you're getting into. As for us, I hope that Age of Giants, which I bought in October at the same time this is provided to us, gives me the crunchy but short King Domino experience I'm still looking for.